In our last video, we checked out the MSI MAG 256F, which is undoubtedly one of the best 1440p monitors MSI has released this year. Today, we're back to review another recently released MSI monitor, with high hopes that it could be their best 1080p offering, the MSI MAG 256F. Links to the best prices are in the description, so let's dive right in. To keep the trend going, let's start with the negatives again. The design of this monitor, while slightly different from the previous one, is still quite simple. However, this time, even the materials have taken a hit. They look much cheaper than before, and surprisingly, this even affects the monitor's weight. Compared to the MSI G254FE2, which is one of the best monitors in a similar price range, this model is about 1 kilogram lighter. While that does reduce the strain on your desk, it's clear that this is where they decided to cut costs to make way for other good features. But as long as you don't drop it, it should be fine. Back to the design, MSI is still using the classic V-shaped stand with only tilt support. So if you're not a big fan of that, consider buying a separate stand for better ergonomics and style. Now, let's talk about its brightness. If the brightness on the other monitor wasn't sufficient for HDR, this one is even worse, and struggles sometimes even with HDR turned off. If you plan to use this monitor in a room with a lot of sunlight, I highly recommend looking for another option, like the G254FE2, which offers better brightness. However, if you have controlled lighting in your room, it should be fine. Now, moving on to the plus points, there are some nice features to highlight. Despite being quite affordable, this monitor places a surprising emphasis on color accuracy, to the point that I'd say it might even dethrone the MSI G244F as the best entry-level monitor for professional media editing. Its colors are definitely more vibrant than your typical affordable monitor. It offers about 127% sRGB and 96% DCI-P3 coverage, while the G244F has 122.88% and 92.05%, respectively. When comparing them side by side, the only noticeable difference to the eye is that this monitor has a slight yellow tint, which makes everything appear a bit more vibrant and warm. If you look closely, you'll also notice that the colors are slightly more vivid, and the gradients are smoother due to the monitor's 10-bit color support compared to the 8-bit of the G244F. The issue here is that while this monitor has good color accuracy, when both are set to 100% brightness, the G244F seems brighter overall. In terms of color quality alone, though, the MSI MAG 256F is clearly superior. If you also enjoy playing games in your free time, this monitor offers a solid refresh rate and response time. It's nothing spectacular, but certainly good enough for casual use. With a 180Hz refresh rate, it performs well for both fast-paced FPS games and slower story-driven titles. And unless you're particularly picky, you won't notice much motion blur, as it boasts a 1 millisecond GTG response time. In terms of speed, this monitor is indeed a better choice than the G244F, though the difference isn't huge. But since neither of these displays is designed specifically for competitive gaming, that's perfectly fine. Now, on to the biggest question. Which one is the best budget monitor for professional media editing right now? The G244F or the 256F? The answer is a big it depends. If you have a calibration tool, then the 256F is indeed the better choice for color accuracy. However, if you're relying entirely on the monitor's factory calibration, the G244F still holds the crown in that department. That is, if you can even find it in stock, as it has become quite rare lately, with its stock slowly being replaced by the E2 version. And as I mentioned in my G244FE2 review video, the colors on that version took a bit of a downgrade. So, taking all those factors into account, the MSI MAG 256F is currently the best budget monitor for media editing you're going to find in this price range. Check the description for the best prices. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.